like post about holidays. This week accidentally fell into a situation where we're doing a vendor event, and that's a long story. But anyway, we just bought a bunch of swag and stuff, and we're just gonna go give it out and take care of some of the other vendors that are already there, and just doing something to get from behind the computer.
If you go to a public event like that, you strike up a conversation. A lot of those people have a lot of referrals too.
You never know what is going to fall into your lap, and you just got to be prepared for it. I've had some of the craziest things just fall into my lap.
What do you charge for a web build?
It depends on what they want. I had one guy that all he wanted was he didn't want any content. He was very strict about what he wanted, like 50 pictures and the name of his company, his phone number. Literally, I did that for him. I made it a lot nicer than he expected, and I charged him like $400. I think it took me like 3 hours to do it, and then I had to switch out a little bit of stuff for him. But anyway, he's one of the people that just found me randomly on Google. It only took me a couple of hours and got him squared away. And
There's probably a lot of local Facebook groups too.
yeah.
Like I'm saying, guys, like I talked about this last week, but have an agency site, get some testimonials, get your clients on Zoom, have them tell you how good your services have been, how it's changed their business. See, this is just basic guideline of any testimonial is you want to ask them where they were at, how their life was or business was before they met you, and
Mm.
after they met you, how has their life changed? Like the before and after. It is always a basis, even fitness, weight loss. It's like you want to show the before and after, like the transformation. It could be 5 to 10 minutes. Get them on Zoom. You have clients that's been working with you for the last 7 years. Get them on Zoom. Do a quick little 5, 10 minute testimonial interview. Okay. And then put it on your agency site. Then go to your local Facebook groups and post about yourself. Go to LinkedIn. Like now you have a business card, but it is now a juiced up business card on steroids with video, with your voice. They can get to know like, oh, this, she knows what she's doing. Like that is so powerful. Now that those videos are going to do the selling for you while you sleep. The whole secret to this whole thing is have machines, have websites, have code work for you while we sleep. And we can do that with selling too.
I've never thought about doing that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, great advice, Debbie. Put a lot of content on your site. Yes, the lives are instrumental to everyday success and a great motivator and a source of new information, ideas, and so much more. You put the DBA under your marketing business or your personal name. Yeah, I think it can be your marketing business. That's what I would do. I have cracked GMV verification, smiley face. Okay, he knows something.
I read they're going to start integrating Yelp reviews as well as Facebook reviews into the GBP listing. I've read that a couple of times, so we'll have to wait and see, but that's a possibility too.
Yeah, that'll be a crazy new change.
They can't keep up with the reviews they've already got. I don't know.
With Facebook reviews, that's feel like a lot easier to manipulate that. So we'll see. Jose asks, you mentioned having Facebook, IG, YouTube videos, etc. How often do you suggest these platforms get updated with content? It's just that I imagine it would eventually get very time consuming. Yeah, again, we want to put enough content on there initially just so that these pages index in Google so that when you search for the business name that these things kind of start popping up. And once they pop up, I don't put anything new. Although I'm creating automation now where it does put new posts like automated using AI. And once that's done, I can share with you guys. But for the longest, you put enough in the beginning so that it indexes in Google so that we can get the GMB verified easier. And once it does, I just leave them be. I just started, but I'm going for high ticket clients in high population locations. Aaron, high ticket niches in high population areas can be sometimes competitive. So maybe you want to pick the suburbs because you're a brand new beginner of those high populated areas, a little bit off center from the big city. So for example, Detroit, Michigan, like 20 minutes north of Detroit, Michigan, there's Troy, Michigan, there's Sterling Heights, Michigan. So maybe you want to pick those cities if you're just starting out. It'll be easier to rank. Carlin says outsourcing backlinks and content to ePay's content writer has been the best money spent in outsourcing. Hell yeah. Okay, so those are the questions we got so far. We appreciate you, Debbie, for hopping on today. It's always great to see other students, and I want to do more of these. I'll share with you guys this, right? The other day I was watching Ty Lopez video and he was asked, what are some of the biggest setbacks you ever had in business? This is how he answered it. Setbacks do happen in business, but I learned from all of them. So are they really setbacks? One thing I'll say is this, the things that I forgot to do or that I didn't do were probably my biggest mistakes. When he first started his business, I think he got into social media marketing, like info product business, and he joined with some of these coaching guys and he made a good chunk of money because he was able to take over the business and do some email marketing, and he generated like 100K. But then he felt bad for the partners because the one partner left the company, so he stopped doing it and let the other partner come back in. But he said it's very interesting. He talked to one of his multi-millionaire famous entrepreneur. He was like, in business, the wealthiest guys, they figure out one thing that works and they just do it over and over and over again. And so Ty's insight and his biggest mistake was that, hey, that thing worked, what he did with email marketing. I should have done it over and over and over again. And it's a great insight because even for me with local lead gen, I started focusing on JK, the coaching, and I let some of those clients go. And to me, I regret that. I wish some of those clients are still here. I wish I put energy behind putting some general managers in place to continually go after and get higher end lead gen clients and just kept that business going because it was working. The business was growing, and the coaching business and the blog has went down a little bit in the past year or so.